Whew. Boss. Oh, I need to get the water here, man. I can't go to the other store. Too sad, man. Too sad. Usually I go and get the water from the other store, but I get it here now, man. Because I can't go there no more.
Money.
Make me sad. Too sad. Thank you. Have a good night, bud. Yeah, Boobs. She's no longer working at Starbucks. But to be honest with you guys, she wasn't really what I wanted, man. She wasn't, you know, she wasn't all that I wanted in a woman. She was too short. We gotta be really picky and choosy about these women out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't have babies with a woman. The woman gotta meet your standards. And Boo, she didn't meet my standards, but at the same time, yeah, I was attracted to her. But to me, she was just too goddamn short. She was like 5'3", 5'4". That's too short. We need them at least 5'6", 5'7". When you start wanting to have babies and stuff, you're looking after the baby, man. You're looking after the kid. You feel me? Ooh. You know? You want your kid to be strong and tall, right? You want tall children, you gotta sacrifice some things. I want my children to be tall, taller than me. I don't want my kids to be, average height either. I don't. I want them to have a better life than I did. And Boobs, I did have a thing for her at one point, but baby, you simply are not tall enough at all, and we gotta not have babies with females that are not tall enough. Her head size was not big enough. She didn't have a big enough head. That was my main concern. She was interested in me and shit like that, but she didn't have a big enough head. I like a female with a big head, man. Like, not on some homo shit, man, but I like a female with a nice skull shape. So that way, you know, I won't give birth to no runt like T.I. Look at his son, bruh. Because he got with a female, you know, that had a, you know, she had a small skull shape, tiny. And also T.I., he didn't have a really good big skull shape too. So look what they gave birth to. A runt. That's what I'm scared of. When I looked at Boobs, I was like, if I have babies with her, I'm gonna give birth to a runt. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want the female to have a bigger skull shape. You know, you feel me? I want the female to have a big skull. Not hella big, but big enough. I already got a medium-sized skull myself. You know what I'm saying? I got a medium-sized skull, and I need the female to have a bigger skull. So that way, if I have a son, the son will have a bigger skull. Because we all know that the skull size has something to do with your looks. What's up with it, baby? Who that is? She's gone, bro. Yeah, she's gone. She's not working at Starbucks no more, man. Boobs. They hired more people. I see new people here, man. You feel what I'm saying? And she's gone. I haven't seen her in 5 or 6 days, man. Little 7 is still working here. But hey, whatever, man. Whatever. Yo, what's up with it? What's up with it? Serious business. What's up with it? Yeah, Boobs is gone. She ain't working here no more, man. They got new employees, man. Yeah, Boobs is gone. You feel me? What's up with the Kicks, baby? Mr. Kicks in the house. So Boobs she ain't working there no more, man. She done. They got new employees, you know. They got 2 new employees. And I haven't seen Boobs in like a week. And normally she's working around that time in the evenings and shit. But Boobs she wasn't really the woman I really wanted to have babies with. So we gotta exclude her. We gotta exclude her from you know, it's just like right now at this point, guys, I want to have babies. And she wasn't the one. First of all, her skull is too goddamn small, man. We need a woman with a bigger skull. You know, I like women with big skulls, man.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shows good genetics, man. A small skull don't look good on anybody. I don't care what nobody say. A small skull don't look good on a female. It definitely don't look good on a man to have a small skull. No, she didn't have a bigger skull. When I look at Sugar Daddy, his woman got a bigger skull, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Daddy, he got a smaller skull. He's short. He's small. You know. But his woman got a bigger skull. She got a big skull, man. You know what I'm saying? The small skull, it don't look good on nobody, bro. Especially a man. You feel me? When I look at T.I.'s son, he has a very small skull. and he looks like a runt to me. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? Yeah, she gone. She not working at Starbucks no more. I haven't seen her in a week. You know, I haven't seen Boobs in a week. She gone. I haven't seen her in like a week, bro. It's been about 5 days, and I see new employees. Got one female that's sub 5. She like a 4 in looks. She give me all kinds of action. The sub 5 female does have a nice big ass though. She does. But she's sub 5 in the face. And she too short. When I'm trying to have babies and stuff, female gotta be tall, man. Tally pants. I'll have babies with her, man. When you're looking to have babies with somebody, they gotta meet your standards. I don't care how short and pretty they are. It's just too goddamn short. You know, very small peanut head skull, bro. That's what Boobs had. When they have a nice looking face, people don't look at the skull. Yeah, the skull, it has something to do with your looks, man. Especially as a man, you gotta have a big skull, man. My skull, for a long time, has been medium size, and it's not a small skull, but it's medium. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good nowadays to have a medium skull. No, you gotta have a big skull, bro. That means you're the dominant one, bro. A small head is not good on nobody, bro. And Boobs had a small head, bro. She was very short. Very short, small head. If me and her had a baby, we would produce a runt. You know? I never look at a skull when I'm looking at a woman. You better, man. Because when you have children with her, bro, just look at T.I. and Tiny. When they had a baby, right? Look at the skull shape and the skull size of their son that's talking shit about 50 Cent. See how small his skull is? It's called being a runt. We don't want no runts, bro. We don't want women to produce a runt. His skull is very small. And he got some big ass lips. We don't want no sub 5 runts, bro. You know? And the face. You know, the woman gotta have a good looking face, man. You can't be out here having babies with sub 5 females, man. Now, Boobs, she had a nice looking face. It wasn't sub 5. It was about, her face was like a 6 at most. But she was very small and very petite. You know, and she didn't have enough ass. You know, Kelcare, I like a woman with a whole lot of ass. And she didn't have enough, okay? But when I look at her, because I'm broke and I'm dusty, when I look at her from a broke man point of view, she looks good. You know, but a man who got the bag, no. No. She don't look good. You feel what I'm saying? A broke man be like, oh, that looks good. But a man who got some money, the man who got the bag, you know what I'm saying? The man who got the bag, nah, man, she's not looking good. You feel what I'm saying? She's not looking good. You know, and the man who want to have children, No, she's not looking good. So, okay, she's gone now. Either she got fired or she quit Starbucks. I don't know what happened, but I haven't seen her in 4 or 5 days. And normally she's here. You know what I'm saying? Normally around this time she's here working. But at the same time, we got new Starbucks employees working right now. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, Boobs is not working no more, man. At Starbucks. And and I noticed that they hired new employees and shit. But I'm not really that sad because she really wasn't the woman that I was looking for to have babies with. The woman got to be tall. God damn it! I'm saying you niggas, man. It's 5'7", 5'8". She got to be around my height, bro, so we can have taller kids, man. And you feel what I'm saying? So the fucking height requirements got to be strict. Your standards got to be strict. Because we don't want to produce an incel kid, man, that's going to hate himself when he get older. We don't want that. We don't want that. Well, you said she lost interest anyway. No, yeah, she did. But no. No, the interest died down. That's what it was. It wasn't that she lost interest. The interest died down. You know, like it always does. You feel me? The interest died down. You know? The interest wasn't there like it was before. You know? The interest wasn't there like it was before, man. At first, she was wearing perfume, passing by my table, just giving me a whiff. And I was like, oh, girl, you wearing some perfume? And I even stopped her in her tracks. I'm like, are you wearing perfume? That shit smell good. And she was like, yes, I am. And I was like, yeah, this female, she's interested. But we need to make sure we stay on track of what we really want. Boobs is not what I really wanted. She's not. I'm looking at it from a broke man point of view, or a man who's dusty point of view. I'm not looking at it like, damn, I wish she was, a little bit more pretty and taller. I'm not looking at that point of view, man. You feel what I'm saying? No, she's not that woman that I want. She's not. Because if I got the bag, I want them taller. I want them taller. Oh, damn. What's up with it, Chico? Uh-huh. Yeah, I got something. Uh-huh. I got something. What the hell? What shoes? Yeah. Yeah, back it up. Yeah. Here you go. Somebody gave me this.
What is it?
A sandwich.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
You wake me up in the morning?
Yep. Have a good night. Oh, man. Shit. And I don't regret it, man. She wasn't what I really wanted anyway. She wasn't. She was pretty in the face, though. I liked her face. I liked her vibe. I liked her vibe. You know, no goodbye, no. I don't know if she got fired or she just quit. I don't know. But she's not around no more. And there's new employees there, man. You know. There's new employees. And I'm like, damn, like really? Okay, I know she's gone now, but whatever. I'm decided to I decided to like just prepare to lose her. I'm chasing this bag. It wasn't like if I got the bag, I was gonna like stay with her anyway, man. Boobs is inferior to a lot of women out here, man. You feel me? She's very inferior. You know, what's up with it? Where did Boobs go? I don't know, man. I haven't seen her. They got new employees there, man. And I take it that she's not working there no more because I haven't seen her in 5 days. Normally, she takes a couple of days off and then she's working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know her schedule, you feel what I'm saying? But she wasn't here tonight. They got new employees working and shit, you feel me? So, you know what, guys? I was prepared to lose her because I'm like, when I was younger, I got distracted by a female, man, and This is the reason why I'm still in this situation, being poor and dusty, man. Because poor and dusty. Because I got distracted by a female coming up, and I don't want that to happen no more, man. You guys are. I don't. I don't do put over money. You know. I gotta make up this bed. I'm about to lay down and go to sleep. But yeah, I don't value women over money no more like I used to, because if I would have had valued money over women back in the day, I wouldn't be here right now. So yes, I was prepared to like I was prepared to lose boobs, even even if it means that she didn't talk to me no more or she disappeared. Uh, I was prepared to not even be with her like that. You feel me? So I knew that this was gonna happen, man. Cause I remember her talking to the manager. She did something wrong or something like that. I remember her having a one-on-one discussion with the manager. And when you have that, because I've seen a lot of employees, whenever they got the manager in front of them with a computer, and it's just it's just you know it's just them talking. I saw that one time with Boobs, where the manager was sitting in front of her with a computer, and normally when a manager is sitting in front of you with a computer, it's it's not good. You know, when a manager is sitting in front of you with a computer, it's not good. I saw that happen to her one time, and I was just like, she's not gonna keep this job for very long, man, because she's already getting into trouble with the manager and stuff. You know, you know. I saw that happen to her one time, and I was just like, she might get fired early because she looks kind of immature to keep this job. Boobs is she's kind of immature. You know what I'm saying? I could tell. You know, uh, I could be wrong. She might be at work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Where's the meet the chick? She's still around. I haven't seen her, but she doesn't work at Starbucks. She studies at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? But me, I tell you the truth. I'd rather have Mita than Boobs because she had everything. Mita had ass and titties and skin tone. I like them. I like them a little bit darker, like caramel and chocolate. I like a female that's caramel and chocolate. Boobs, she was kind of light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Filipina. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was looking at it from a broke man standpoint. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I like them caramel and chocolate. Caramel, a caramel skinned female, that drives me up the motherfucking wall, man. It's like, man, she caramel skinned it or chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I like chocolate skin and caramel, chocolate and caramel. It drives me up the wall. Boobs, she was light skinned Filipino, man, with blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was looking at it from a broke man standpoint. You know, if I had the bag, I'm gonna be honest. If I had the bag, I wouldn't choose Boobs at all. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't choose her. I would look over her. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? You know, and Mita, she's what I would choose if I had the bag. Mita's pretty, man. She's like a 6 or a 7 in looks. She tall. She 5'8", 5'9". She's around my height, and she has a big bottom, and that's something that I like. And it's better and bigger than boobs. Boobs ain't got that bottom like that, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. If I was broke, yeah, I would choose boobs, but if I had money, I would choose Mita because she has everything that I look for in a woman. We talking about she got breasts, she got ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, she got everything that I like. She got everything. You know, and yeah, I would forget about boobs if I got with Mita. You know, I'd be like, what? I'd be like, well, who's boobs? What? I'd be like, who the hell is boobs? I would totally forget about it. I'd be like, man, whatever. Boobs who? You know what I'm saying? Because she looks better than boobs. She got a nicer body, and she's a bit younger than boobs. Boobs is like 22. This female's like 20. Uh, Mita is 20. You know what I'm saying? And she's pretty. She's prettier than boobs. Okay? I would choose her over boobs big time. You feel what I'm saying? You know, cause she got that booty that she made jiggle in front of me, man. Damn, boobs, I tell you. I mean, Mita, she made that booty jiggle in front of me. I was like, man. She slapped her thighs, made the booty jiggle, and turned around and looked at me and started smiling. I was like, man, oh my god, damn. I was like, damn. Mita. You are the shit, girl. Mess around with me, you'll get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Mess around with me, you'll get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Mita is the best female right now. She's the best looking one out of all of them. And you know the women in Starbucks. She's even better looking than Tolly Pants. And I thought about Tolly Pants. You know what I'm saying? Because Tolly Pants been giving me a little bit more attention ever since I lost weight. She been giving me a little bit more attention too. But Tolly Pants is a 5. You know when she take off the mask. Normally Tolly Pants, she's always wearing that COVID mask when she's working at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? She got nice eye area, but the lip area is completely gone. Tolly Pants, baby, I'm sorry, but my lip area is superior to your lip area. She has no lips whatsoever. And you know me, Calcat, bro, I like lips. You know, women who got lips like I do. You know, my ex-girlfriend, she had lips. That's the reason why I kissed her every single day. Because she had lips. She had lips. And that's something that I can't live without. The woman of my dreams gotta have lips. You know what I'm saying? And Tolly Pants, she don't have them lips like that. And I can see the reason why she's attracted to me. Because she's inferior to me in some areas. The lips, she's inferior to me. I don't know about the eyes. The eyes are nice. She got nice eyes, but the lips is completely gone. She ain't got much ass. Tolly Pants she ain't got much ass, man. She ain't got enough ass for me to be with her long term. But I could tell that she's interested in me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to date her, man, and be with her if I was broke. You know, if I was broke, I definitely would be with her. You know what I'm saying? And Shorty Pants, lately, she been sick. She's been wearing a COVID mask. And I could tell she's sick because she been coughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. But Boobs she wasn't really the one that I wanted to settle down and have babies with. So I don't feel bad that she's not working at Starbucks no more. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel bad. You know, you know. I just noticed she been gone, and there's new employees at Starbucks right now, man. You feel what I'm saying? There's two new employees, and there's a one female that's there, man. She's shooting her shot at me all day. She's a foreign looks. She's shooting her shot. She got a nice big ass on her though. I give her that. But the face, it's not really there. The height is not really there. Uh, to me, she's just a fucking chuck to me, man. Just a one time thing. I wouldn't be with her long term. Uh, I would treat her like sub five stalker. Just try to hit it and quit it and shit. But she does have a nice big bottom. It's not nicely shaped. It's not nicely shaped like Thickums. Thickums, she got the nicest bottom in the whole entire staff. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Thickums, she got the nicest bottom, but she got a sub five face. So I don't want to like have babies with a female with a sub five face, man. These type of women with sub five faces, man, you pumping and dumping, man. You feel me? When we having babies, she got to be at least average looking at best. You feel what I'm saying? She got to be average looking at best. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to have babies with a woman that's below me in looks, man. That's cursing my kids, man. I don't want to have babies with boobs. Cursing my kids, even though she is a six in the face, but the skull shape is too goddamn small. You don't want to do that for your kids, man. The woman got to have a bigger skull shape. Right now, I got a medium skull shape, and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? I'm average at best, and I'm looking for the skull. The skull shape is I mean, the skull shape is important, man, on the female. And the bone structure, the bone, she can't have a recessed jawline. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of females out here, they got kids and stuff, but they got a recessed jawline. They ain't got good jaw structure. You feel me? Like I seen this one female, she got kids, but she looked like the road runner, man. She ain't got good jaw structure. You know what I'm saying? It's like she got a recessed jawline, and you don't want to pass that to your kid, man. A female, she got a small skull, she got a recessed jaw. Matter of fact, she ain't got a jaw. Her jaw's disappeared from everywhere. It's like, no, get you a woman with a nice skull shape, with a nice jawline, nice jaw. She got nice jaw structure, facial structure. That's what I look at. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out there, dating and stuff, the woman can't be short. She can't be, uh, she can't have a small head. Boobs had a very small head, and that was not gonna be good if me and her had children at all. So yeah, you gotta be picky. You gotta be picky because I don't want my kid to come out hating me like, damn, why am I a runt? I mean, look at Ti's kid, bro. Like he had babies with a short woman. Tiny, she's short, bro. She's very short. You know what I'm saying? She had a small head. So look how you look. 50 Cent is capping on that motherfucker all day long, bro. Talking about he looked like Kermit the Frog. and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, hell no, bro. You don't want that for your kid. You want a woman with a bigger skull shape. When I look at Sugar Daddy's woman, she got a bigger skull shape. She's tall, and she's around the six in looks. She older. I could tell she older. I mean, she might be around my age, man. Sugar Daddy, she might be 45, 46 or something like that, or maybe 50. But Sugar Daddy, uh, I haven't seen him lately. But Sugar Daddy, picked her because she was tall, man. Tall babies, man. Like tall. The skull shape matters. I don't care what nobody say, bro. She can't have a very small skull shape because you're gonna produce a rut. A motherfucker, especially if it's a male. The male gonna have a very small shaped head, and you don't want that for your kid. Matter of fact, you want a male with a bigger skull than you. You know, what you want to do is you want to try to produce something that's better than you. Okay, and when we're looking for babies, man, kids and stuff like that, we want the best genetics possible for our children. Now, our parents, they gave us average at best genetics. I mean, damn, if you were my kid that wasn't born yet, wouldn't you want me to pick a woman that was top tier, so you could benefit from those genetics, right? You feel me? I would want my father or my mother to pick the best looking woman out there so I could have the best chance of survival. You know, uh, I would want to be a Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want the best looking woman out there, man. The tallest woman out there that you can get. You gotta say no to the shorty pants, even though they look good, they're beautiful, or they cute or whatever. You gotta say no. Say, you know what, baby, you're too short. I'm sorry. Next, I'll have sex with you, but I'm not going long term and having babies with you. You feel what I'm saying? So it pays to be picky when it comes to children, man. Don't give your kid the short genes. We don't want that. We don't want them to be shorter than you. I'm already 5'9". You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kid to be 5 foot, a 7 or 5'6". I don't want that to happen. So yeah, you gotta be, um, very picky when it comes to children and shit. You feel me? You know. And Mita, she's very perfect for children, man. She's very young though. She's very young, you know. But she's very tall. She's 5'9", bro. She's around my height, and she seemed like she's interested, and you know what I'm saying. And you know, if you're looking for children, you gotta have it with a woman around her height, man. We don't want no short children, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait. I'll be like, okay, I'll wait. Pass up the shorty pants. You feel me? Pass them up and say, you know what? I don't want no female that's 5 foot, or 5'1", or 5'2", or 5'3", or 5'4", or even 5'5". That's too short. What I want is a woman that's 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Preferably 5'8", 5'9", around my height. I see it all the time, man. Like dudes walking around with females is just as tall as them, man, out here, man. I'm like, they're both the same height. He probably thinking in his head, like, I don't want short children. You got to think before you start having children, man. What type of life you want to give your kids? You feel what I'm saying? What type of life do you want to give your kids? You want to give them the average at best life, or you want to give them your kids, at least 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". My nephew is 6'1", bro. My sister is 5'4". She's 5'4" or something like that. And her boyfriend, he's 5'9", and the kid came out to be 6'1". Okay, so if I got with a female that was around 5'5" at least, or 5'6", my kid would come out to be taller than me. So I think ahead, man. I think strategically, man. I don't just lay my seed with just any old woman, man. You know, uh, I'm trying to give my kid the best, life possible. And that's what you want to do. You want to give your kid the best life possible. When your kid come out to be taller than you, man, you did your job. You did your job, man. My kid come out to be 6 foot, I did my job. So, son, I gave you the height, brother, because I didn't want you to be average height like me. I didn't want you to go through all of that and give your kid a present. Baby, I gave you better genetics than me. I got with a top tier female. I got with Mita. You know what I'm saying? And we had babies. You know what I'm saying? Mita got good genetics, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't bad looking at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, she an Indian female, but she got good genetics, man. That's what I look at. Good genetics. Tall genetics. Long legs. And with Mita, I won't be wearing any condoms if I fucked her. I'm sorry. I'm not wearing any condoms. And I'm not pulling out. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. I'm not pulling out at all. My face is swollen because I've been drinking. I always have the puffy face when I drink. Like I said, man, I'm looking for the female that's perfect, man. To have babies with. You know, I don't want my kids to be out here, man, struggling in this dating market. I want my kid to thank me like, thank you, daddy, for picking a tall woman to have babies with, because now I'm 6 foot. I mean, my kid will be like, damn, dad, I appreciate you, man, for giving me the taller genes, man. And I'm not out here 5'2" or 5'3" struggling in the dating market. I'm not struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? And give your kids some good genes, man. You know, that's why Larry Wills got with that female, man. You know, because of her genes, man. You feel me? He trying to produce a kid. Give your kids the best. Give your kids the best chance of survival, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Give your kids the best chance at survival in this world. Because we all know that it's about looks and height, man. And some women, like Boobs, is gonna have to say no to them. Say, look, you're not tall enough. Okay, done. I don't care how good your face looks. I don't care how cute your face looks. I don't care how beautiful. I don't care if you're little 7. Little seven is too goddamn short. She 5 foot, bro. And she got a pretty face. She's a seven in looks, but she too short. Tossed to the side because we trying to have babies, you know. Little seven, baby, you might act like a princess, but baby, you are short. I don't know why you acting like a princess, thinking you all that in a bag of chips. Your genetics are not good if you're short. I'm sorry. I don't care how beautiful she is in the face. Her genetics is not good. You're 5 foot. That's too goddamn short to have babies with. 5 foot. That's not good. Being 5 foot as a woman is not good. I'm gonna look over you and be like, you know what? That's too short. Next. But man, kill cat, bro. She beautiful. She beautiful. No, she's too short. We looking after our children, man. You're looking after your children. You're looking after your seed. You want what's best for your seed. Nah, send me a taller female, at least 5'7", at that, at best. If I have babies with her, man, my kid gonna be taller than me, and my kid gonna grow up to play basketball, or my kid gonna grow up to be tall, man. And I'll be like, I did my best, son. I gave you 6'1", or 6'2" or whatever. And I didn't want you to suffer like I did being average at height. And I gave you better genetics. I picked a woman that was beautiful to have babies with. You know what I'm saying? Your kid gonna benefit from them genes, man. I'm telling you. Create something that's better than yourself. That's all you gotta do, man. And you get the bag, man. You could get those beautiful women and have babies with them, man. Don't give your kids average at best genetics, man. You feel what I'm saying? And worse, don't have babies with sub-5 females. It don't make no sense. You really looking for your kid to be an incel, right? We don't want that to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm about to end this live. What time is it? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's time for me to go to sleep. You guys have a good night, man. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm kind of buzzed. I'm kind of drunk. But Boobs, yeah. If you just joined the chat room, Boobs is gone. She ain't working at Starbucks no more. But when I deeply think about it, she wasn't the one that I wanted to have babies with. And at this point in my life, Kelcat got baby rabies. I got baby fever. And the female that I get with next time, I'm going to want to bust nuts and have children, man, right away. Within the first year, I'm going to want to have children with that woman. Especially if I got the bag. If I got the bag, I want to have children with that woman. You feel what I'm saying? I want to have children with that female. Damn fucking shit. I don't want to end up old and alone. So yeah, why you see me out here losing a bunch of weight? Because I'm trying to attract a woman in my life, man. A young woman, to be exact. You know, because I don't want to be old and alone. And I hear so many stories of people getting to be 60 or 70 and they got so much regret of not having children when they were young. And I don't want that to be me. You feel me? I don't want that to be me. I don't want to be the guy that's, by himself at age 60 or 70 if I get that old, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Uh, we gotta be picky and choosy. We gotta be picky and choosy, and we want a woman that's better than Boobs, because Boobs was not good enough. Even though, yeah, when I look at her as a broke man, she looked good, but when I look at her as a man with the bag who got options in the future, I be like, no, she don't look. No, I'm good. She not tall enough. You know what I'm saying? And her head size is too goddamn small. I don't want to produce a runt like Ti did. You know, when I look at Ti's kid that was dissing 50 Cent before I end this live, and I'm like, this dude is a runt, bro. His head is very small. He got big ass lips, and he got big ass eyes and shit. I'm like, Ti, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, get with a female like Tiny with inferior genetics. I'm like, do you really want to produce something that's ugly? No, you fucking don't. And that's why I'm kind of pissed off at uh at Ti, because I'm like, bro, you got all that money. You could have got a woman that was better looking than that, man. I mean, damn, at least average at best. She's Tiny. She was okay when she was younger, man, but she done aged very badly, man. And I feel sorry for like Ti, man. It's like, bro, she's like hideous. Even 50 Cent is making fun of you, man. It's like, bro, we all see that your woman is not good looking. She's not good looking. Matter of fact, she's below your looks level. She's below my looks level. Right now, Tiny is a 3 in looks, bro. Yeah, they still together. Don't get me wrong. Ti and Tiny, they still together. But I'm like, bro, you could have did a little bit better than that. At least an average woman or something. And Tiny, she's not average. She's below average, bro. She's hideous. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to talk about Ti and his wife like that, man. I got nothing to love. I got nothing but love for Ti. But Ti, bro, you could have did a little bit better than that. Come on, brother. I would have never married Tiny. That would have been just a one hit it and quit it. That's it. But yet, yeah, some motherfuckers, they got that shit right. You know, at least they're saying like, at least, T.I. got a wife, and he got a son in his life, and 50 Cent don't have none of that. 50 Cent, he ain't got his son in his life. He hate his son, and his son hate him, and 50 Cent is that nigga that just, you know, nobody likes him. Nobody likes 50 Cent, not even his own son. At least T.I., that's what they say. At least T.I. got a family. He got his son in his life. He got his baby mama, his wife, and I don't know if he married her, but he got his baby mama in his life and shit like that. 50 Cent, you ain't got nothing. Which is true. But really, come on. You think that Tiny got options like that? She ain't got options, man, like that. She's not very pretty. So then you look at the son, T.I.'s son, you feel me? It's like, bro, he's sub 5. He has a very small head, big ass lips. He looks like a frog, bro. Like 50 Cent was posting that picture of T.I.'s son that looked like a frog, bro. And I thought in my head, I was like, damn, you really gotta be careful about who you have your kids with, man. I would have never had babies with Tiny, bro. I would have picked over her. I'd be like, no, I could do better than her. For real, I would have been like, Tiny, I could do better than you. And that's right. Tiny is what? She's fucking what, 5'1" or 5'2"? She's very short. And that was definitely, her height would have been like, let me tell you something. Her height would have been a deal breaker for me. I've been looking for a supermodel to impregnate, to bust nuts inside of her. You know what I'm saying? a tall supermodel to have babies with, to give my kids the best genes possible to survive. Anyway, you guys have a good day, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Take care. Peace.